Hi, thanks for watching. It's Lipstick Gal. I wanted to do a get ready with me today using some of the new things that recently arrived from Colourpop. I haven't actually put a finger on any of them yet. They're all right here in front of me and I'm like, so excited. But before we get started, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. And this was the reason right here that I decided to make a purchase. This is their new summer collection, their California Love. And this palette really called to me. And so I picked this up. The other thing I've been really curious about, and this palette makes sense because I love neutrals. This palette doesn't, but I'm trying to push my beauty boundaries. So I picked up their Blue Moon palette. Look at this. Just gorgeous. So I'm going to try, probably not today, but that is something you'll see later on. I also picked up their new blush and highlighter sticks. I have 2 of each. I picked up 2 of their Ultra Blotted lips from their summer collection. One is Swing Away, the other is Scenic Route. I picked up a couple of eyeliners. This one here is in Call Me. This one is in Overboard, so I've got a pencil as well as a gel pot. Lip liner, this is BFF, as well as their Brow Boss gel. This is in the shade Dark Brown. So I've never tried this. The only pencil I've tried from them is their original brow pencil, like their really small, fine one. So I'm curious to try this as well. Other things that I picked up a couple of, both of the blushes from the Kathleen Lights collab. Now, okay, I don't know if you know about this, but she re-released every single one of her Zodiac eyeshadow palettes, eyeshadows as singles. And they come in this super cute little navy compacts with the symbol of whatever, the Zodiac, the Cancer, whatever, on the outside. And I was like, awesome. And I was expecting them to do the same. They didn't for her blushes. They came in these little paper sleeves. So I had to add on these little plastic compacts, which is fine. I don't really mind, but I was kind of hoping if you're gonna do it for one, do it for both. Let's make it even. So this one here is called My Sun and Stars, and this one here is called I Need Space. So this one has a little bit of a glow to it. You know what? This one is more of a glowy blush. This one looks like more like it's maybe a satin. Anyway, so we've got these. I'm not sure which blush I'll try. The other thing was, it took forever and a day for things to get here. I placed this order, oh man, more than a week ago, maybe like a week and a half ago, and it just came yesterday. And this is what I came with it. Sorry, we're late. And they included a little shadow single in here. They've done this before when I made an order. And I got a liquid lipstick before, but this one is in the shade Fortune Cookie. I'm just gonna leave it in here, but it's basically a hot pink. So I do appreciate when they do this, but I wish they would find a way to not have to do this and for me to get my things in like 3 to 5 days as opposed to, 8 to 10. That would make me happy. All right, so I'm gonna put this aside and let's just get started. I'm gonna start by putting some SPF on my face. So I didn't take the time to do my hair this morning because I thought if I get up early and I take a shower and I pin my hair up, I'm gonna be up before anyone else in the house is, and now I could hear the lawnmower going. And I know the laundry was going earlier, so I either need to get up with the birds or before the birds, or I need to, and I know that if I don't do it now, it's not gonna happen. All right, so let's just put on a little concealer. I'm gonna skip the foundation today. I've been doing that a lot recently, a lot. And I do have some foundations that I like for summer, but this Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer is kind of giving me everything that I need, or that I think I need, and I just put it everywhere. I hit all my hyperpigmentation spots, because there are a few. And at this point, I feel like I might as well just put on foundation. I think I say that every time I do this, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna use this. This is the Juno & Co. Rosé Sponge. I tried some new sponges the other day from Juno & Co. I don't know if that video is up yet. It may not be up yet. But I've just been really curious about them. I haven't had a chance to swatch these new blush and highlighter sticks yet, so let's do that. This right here is the shade Urth. This is the shade Mini Me. This is the shade Star Bright. And this is the shade Mic Drop. So I'm just gonna dot a little bit of this on here and blend. I think today I'm going to go with the shade Urth, and I'm just going to wipe it on the back of this sponge here, and we're going to plop some of that on and see what it looks like. That's a very natural look. I wonder if using my fingers will give me more pronounced. Let's just wipe her on for sure. So before we get too much farther, I'm just going to throw on a little bit of this Hourglass Ambient Lighting powder in Diffused Light underneath my eyes, just to keep them from kind of going everywhere. So the one thing I'll tell you is I love the palettes that come with a mirror. I mean, the artwork is super cute, but I'd really rather have a mirror, and I know that would pop the cost up a little bit more, but I'd be willing to pay for it. But we're just gonna do what we can do here with what we got. So I'm gonna start out with this color, the Bay. I'm gonna pop that in my crease. I love when you get to the point where you're really looking close up at your eye that you realize, I need to pluck a few strays. So I'm just gonna finish my shadow here. So I normally don't go for like these warm yellowy shades, but I'm going to use this one here called Sequoia. Kind of all over my lid. I think I'm going to go between Highway 1 and Mission, and I'm going to get a little bit of each of these on my brush, just kind of tap between the two, and use that to darken up my outer corner. So the ones I was looking at was Diego, El Capitan, and Surf Rider. I think I'm going to go for one of these two. I think I'm going to go for El Capitan, which is this guy right here. I'm just going to take my finger, kind of tap this right over where that mustardy yellow and that darker brown meet. That's a really pretty look. So I'm going to use the same color down here called the Bay on my lower lash line, and I'll mix in some of the Mission. I need something a little bit lighter. I think I'm going to go with the shade here called Gnarly, and I'm going to put that, it's a matte kind of, I don't know, it's a light peachy, almost beige shade. We're going to go with that right here. It's a little dark for me. I feel like it just took my look all the way up to my brow, but let's even it out. I feel like I need something a little bit lighter than is in this palette. I'm going to put some of Ofra's Rodeo Drive on my inner corner. Felt like all of the golds in there were just a little too dark for what I like. I'm really curious about this brow gel. I've never tried their brow gel before. It's very reasonably priced. They don't have a ton of shades, but this is the one that I think that was going to be the closest to me. This is dark brown, kind of actually really wet. Oh, that's a very different look than the other brown. All right, so let's do the other. I like the look of this brow gel, and I feel like on a little to no makeup day, just to get my brows in place and darken them a smidge, I think this would work. But I feel like with as much makeup as I have on today, I do need just a little bit of pencil in a couple of spots. I've got kind of like a bald spot here, could use a little bit up here. So I may just touch up a little bit. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw on some eyeliner, maybe even both of these, as well as some mascara, and I'll be right back. So apparently it's not my day for mascara. I'll have some cleanup to do, that's for sure. Oh, I hate days like this. Some days perfect, and other days it's like, don't blink. I wanted to try one of these ultra blotted lips, and I'm trying to figure out, do you want to go cruising? Oh, this one, obviously. Let's put on Swing Away. I know this was part of their 5th anniversary, like their watermelon collection, but they repackaged it for summer because it's such a gorgeous bright shade. The Ultra Blotted Lip is one of my favorite formulas from Colourpop. I guess I forgot how good this was, and when I saw that they had released some new Ultra Blotted Lips with their summer collection, I was super excited. So these are the two shades. This right here is Swing Away, and this is Scenic Route. So Swing Away and Scenic Route, I guess I swatched them backwards. Should be like this, but they're really, really beautiful colors. The other thing is they feel like absolutely nothing on your lips. And I do like, especially this in the summertime, that more popsicle, you know, kind of not perfect lines, you know, lived in look. And this really gives it to you. I really, really, really love this shade. So I'll probably be reaching for this quite a bit during the summertime. I think that it's a fun look. I had to put on just a little bit more blush. I put on some more of the mic drop because once this went on, it felt like we need a little bit more. I was feeling very, very pale, like this. My nails don't make it pale, neither does this, but I mean, I felt like this. I'm like, I need more color, so I put a little bit more on. But I really, really like this shadow palette. It's really fun. It's a little more yellow, and I did go for that yellow tone. I did go for Sequoia. That was me. But I really feel like it's good for me to start using, you know, shades like this because I normally don't. But it's a beautiful, beautiful look. Let me know if this palette calls to you at all. The other thing is, I'm kind of curious. I have it right here. I have their Sweet Talk palette here, and there's no real yellows in this. It's kind of hard to see because of the holographic paper, but I feel like there's a lot of similarities to these. Got a dark brown, we got some peachy shades, some mid-tones, some kind of goldeny glimmers. This definitely is more peachy and this is more kind of rusty, but I do feel like there's a lot of crossover. You know what? I'll be fine. I'll use and love them both. Let me know if this summer collection from Colourpop was calling to you at all. I have been very curious. These had launched a while ago. I've been very curious about these, and I think they're beautiful. Next time I want to try Mini Me and Starbright, but I do feel like it gives a really gorgeous, and I'd really been loving cream products, so I'm glad I picked these up. I feel like the brow product is definitely something that's going to, I'll like it more if I put brow pencil in first, but I wanted to see if on its own it could hold my brows. I did end up having to put a little more brow pencil in, but I know I love this liner, which I have in the bottom waterline, and their gel liner as a top kind of tight line thing going on, and I love these darker chocolatey shades. This one's a little bit more metallic. I don't know that you'll be able to see it, but it's definitely more metallic. This is Overboard. I've had this pencil before and I've gone all the way through it. I thought, you know what? You like that pencil? It goes really well with the California Love. Maybe pick it up and see if you can fall back in love with it again. Everything else, I have another small little pile over here, things that I haven't used. The Blue Moon palette, the ones from Kathleen Light's, her new powder blushes. I have a liner and another blotted lip and these other two shades. So I think I'll use those in a separate video. Let me know if you have any questions about some of these newer products, you know, and if maybe any of these have been like calling to you. I've been waiting and sitting on these. I've been loving this idea and hadn't really done it. I've been like, don't buy it, don't buy it, don't buy it. And then a couple other things came out that was like, oh, and I'll just add these in. But I'm glad I did. I think it's a very pretty look. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what kind of catches your eye from Colourpop. I know that I would be a little bit safer if they cost a little bit more. And I know their prices have gone up just a smidge over the last year, but the truth is they're still so affordable that, you know, when I place a order for something that really catches my eye, I do throw other things in there. I'm just like, and these, and these, and these. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.